So hello everyone. Today I want to give a top analysis of the bias of the market. I had done a video before, but it was too long, so I had to delete it. But to the point, now this week, that is today, 11th of March, I'm going to start the analysis in a very amazing way. First, I'm going to start with DXY. For DXY pair, we're going to follow the rule of taking out external liquidity and coming back to internal liquidity using the PDRE. So you can see there's a break of structure, change of character here. And you can see if you look inside very well, if I use my Fibonacci from the high to the low, that's from 1 week. From the high to the low, I start my analysis from 1 week, 1 day, and 4 hours. If I do this, I will see that there is a fair value gap inside here. That is for 1 week. What am I looking for? Break of structure, breaker block here, which market has actually broken, came down to the fair value gap. There was a fair value gap, market reacted here also. You can see it, and it still came down for this more internal fair value gap. Okay. So I go down to 1 day. On a 1-day chart, what am I saying? Market has pulled out. Yes, there was a swing high here, indicating a form of mitigation block. And you can see here, there is a volume imbalance. Here is a volume imbalance. That's the reason why I like using this to actually check. There's a volume imbalance, a mitigation block. Market has taken out liquidity in here. Don't forget, we're going for more of a push because of this fair value gap that was tapped. And market has come down to take in internal liquidity since it swept out a liquidity here. The external liquidity, market has come for the internal one. So that is a volume imbalance, which I believe market is going to go for an impulse move for this environment here. Liquidity taken out in here. Sorry, I'm talking very fast. I want the video to be as low as 1 minute. Then on 4 hours here, on 4 hours, I'm waiting for market to create something like this. Okay, create something like this. Okay, something like this and go up. So I'm looking at this environment as a bullish momentum because of why I saw this volume imbalance in here. So I'll write down in my book that DXY is bullish. Our DXY is bullish. If I can see a good entry on the 4-hour chart on my other pair, then I come down to GEP-JPY. On GEP-JPY, I'll start from 1 week. On 1 month, I can look at 1 month, but 1 month is just for me to look at this low candle, meaning market is going on a retracement. And don't forget, there's a fair value gap up here, which market can react in up here. Okay, so I start with the 1 week. So on the 1 week, what am I seeing? On the 1 week, I'm seeing a volume imbalance here, which market has come to fill. Okay, my hand is shaky. There's a volume imbalance which market has come to fill, which market reacted. You can see it here. And there's even another volume imbalance here also. You can see there's a volume imbalance. Was this volume imbalance? Okay, I won't call that a volume imbalance. I don't like it. It's not a volume imbalance at all. It has to come in very well. I can categorize it as a volume imbalance though, because it has a gap. So it's a volume imbalance inside a 1 week zone. You can look at it very well. I have a Telegram group. I'm going to post the chart there for you guys to study it very well. There's a volume imbalance here because market came and took out external liquidity from here, but it had not come in to take the internal liquidity. That's what the confusion is now. It had not come in to take internal liquidity, which was the volume imbalance, and this also the volume imbalance that I feel market came in here to pick. That's why the chart is a bit confusing for all of us. Now here there is also a breaker block because there's a swing low around here. There's a swing low which market took out, and you can see there's also an order block here where market is reacting in. But don't forget that our DXY has showed us a bearish momentum and bullish momentum. So I'll be looking for a bearish momentum on the GBP USD. Now this is an order block which market has taken out here. You can see it here, and there's also liquidity here See, liquidity market wants to come and take out here. Market come and take out. It's also what? There's also a fair value gap here, also waiting for us to come and fill. But from here, you can see that there is a breaker block here, which I would love to mark. But let me help me put in a box. I'll put a line there. There's a other block here. Is there a fair value gap? No. I look at all types of fair value gap. Okay, I can see an inversion fair value gap in here. Can you see an inversion fair value gap in here? This is an inversion fair value gap on 1 week, this whole area. Okay, let's see. So I said inversion, implied fair value gap. I'm still learning it very, very well. It's an implied fair value gap around here with markets reacted in. Now, why did I take my buy? When I'm looking at analysis on 1 week, right, I try to mark every place I see fair value gap. You see fair value gap, I'm very careful around that environment. So I try to put my lines anywhere I see fair value gap, either the discount or the premium zone. Now, if you look at this environment, now if you take your Fibonacci and take it to the high, to the low, right, you can see that this is the premium and this is the discount. So I just try my best to just put mostly on 1 week. I try to look down for fair value gaps below and on top, because I know that market usually acts very funny around that environment. Bear with me. Then I come down to 1 day. On 1 day, what am I seeing? On 1 day, there's another block here. There's also a fair value gap here. There's a fair value gap here. This is from the 1 week order block. There's a fair value gap there, right? So the tendency, there is high tendency. Don't forget also that market is what? Market is bullish on the DXY. So you can see here, there is what? There is a fair value gap here. A fair value gap here. And what again? We have what? We have an order block around here, which market might decide to react in to go down a bit. You can see that now. So this high tendency market might come down here, and what? From our 1 day, we can see that 1 day has a break of structure. Until the 1 day breaks structure, then we know that market wants to change trend entirely. So that's 1 week for 1 week. Okay, how do I do this for myself? What I do is, as long as market has not broken structure on 4 hours, we're still in the break of structure. But when market shifts structure on the 4 hours, we're going to the other block on 1 day. Until the other block on the main order block on 1 day breaks to a breaker block, I know that yes, it's a wholesale trend to a order block on 1 week. So I kind of follow it like that, and it makes it very easy for me. This is a 1 week zone. Don't forget, this is 1 day. It came in here, did a mitigation block activation here, and went up. So on 4 hours, I'm looking at market to still go up a bit. But if it doesn't go up a bit, I'm looking at it doing this. Okay, I'm higher, low. Okay, and coming down and this and that and going. This will be higher. But if it doesn't do that, then we're good to go. We just watch it. Then for my system hanged. Sorry, I'm trying to be very fast because of time. So for AUD USD, but let me go to EUR USD. For EUR USD 1 week chart, what am I seeing here? I don't have time. What am I seeing here? I'm seeing a break of structure here. Don't forget, I try to mark as many fair value gaps as I can, because fair value gaps are zones that market always react in. And you can see there's an order block here. I don't want to make the lines to be too much, and a fair value gap here. That's 1 week zone, right? Now, if you look inside the 1 week area, if I take my Fibonacci from the high to the low, this is the premium zone. That's the market reacted there. Premium zone. Don't forget, on 1 week, I try to mark all the fair value gaps below, so I don't get carried away. I need that markets always act very funny. You can see here, there's a tiny fair value gap. If you expand this, you see it. A very tiny fair value gap market was required to come and fill. You can see there was a form of reaction there. So I just try to mark all the fair value gaps that I see on that zone. Now, this is the breaker. This is the fair value gap from 1 week which has been filled. I come down to 1 day. On 1 day, what am I seeing? I'm seeing here market came out with a body. Market came out with a body. The overall bias is showing me that market is what? Market is a the overall bias on 1 week is showing the market has to sell, right? But on one day, you're seeing a change of character, a breaker here, and I'm also seeing a mitigation block here. You can see it, right? The stop loss is going to be amazing. Now I have what? A fair value gap here, even a volume, small volume here, but I have a fair value gap which market has to come and fill up. Okay, market touched it. Market has to come and fill up the fair value gap here. But if it doesn't fill up the fair value gap, you can see there's a break of structure on 1 day inside here. This is also what? An order block. Okay, I try to look at it very well. This is an impaired fair value gap. So I'm looking at 50%. An impaired fair value gap, and what again? That is all. Then I come down to 4 hours. On 4 hours, you can see that this area, what I'm looking for markets to do a reaction. That's the reason why I don't like creating boxes. I don't like boxes. Oh my god, I don't like boxes at all. But you can see here on 4 hours, this is a break of structure. This is a break of structure on 4 hours, and also you can see here also. You can see here also there's a break of structure here. So waiting for market to come and shift the structure here. For me to know that yes, market wants to do something, and I'll wait for it to come around here. For those who want to do trend trading, you want to trade the trend, you can wait for the buy, enter around this environment, do a change of character, enter the trade, or you can take a sell to this environment. And I believe market to come around here. Market might want to come and react inside here, but on 1 day there's no fair value gap in here, but we have an impaired fair value gap around here. So there might be a reaction here, but I'm going to take my Fibonacci now so I can be on the safer side, following the rules. You can see below, so there might be a form of reaction here on the black line here. Market might react there, but we just keep watching it on 4 hours. We can go down to 1 hour and take an entry there, but I stay more on 4 hours. So for now, let me use this whole video, and I'll post the AUD USD, the Telegram group, for those who are actually asking for explanation. Thank you.